Hello and welcome. I'm Blair Blackwell, and this is the Daily Cyber Brief. Here's today's rundown of the biggest cybersecurity stories you need to know today. Good day. This is the Daily Cyber Brief for December 18, 2025. Here are the key risks shaping today's session. Actively exploited 0 days across widely deployed appliances. Fresh pressure on cloud identities from an ongoing AWS Cryptomining campaign. And consumer platform abuse driving DDoS and account hijacking. We'll start with vulnerabilities and active exploitation. CISA added 3 issues to its known exploited vulnerabilities catalog, signaling in the wild attacks. A supply chain-linked ASUS live update flaw described as embedded malicious code. A SonicWall SMA 1000 authorization weakness. And a Cisco multi-product input validation issue. That KEV inclusion means federal agencies are on the clock, and it's a clear cue for everyone else to treat these as priority risks. Cisco, meanwhile, is warning of a maximum severity 0-day in Async OS used by its Secure Email Gateway and Secure Email and Web Manager. The company says a China Nexus actor, tracked as UAT 9686, has been exploiting the bug in a targeted campaign first observed on December 10. There's active activity against email security infrastructure, not hypothetical, and defenders should expect continued probing until vendor mitigations stabilize. SonicWall is also in the spotlight. The company rolled out fixes for an actively exploited local privilege escalation in SMA 100 series appliances tied to insufficient authorization in the management console. Separately, SonicWall alerted customers to an SMA 1000 management console vulnerability that was chained in 0-day attacks to escalate privileges. Remote access appliances remain a favored pivot point because of their reach and trust inside networks. Turning to the cloud, Amazon's Guard Duty team is flagging an ongoing crypto mining campaign, abusing compromised AWS identity credentials to spin up compute in EC2 and container workloads in ECS. Reporting indicates adversaries are leveraging stolen IAM keys across multiple environments, while a London 0-day cloud contest just surfaced 11 new critical bugs in cloud components. The signal is consistent. Identity and orchestration layers in the cloud are high-value targets, and the research community, along with attackers, is picking at that attack surface every day. On the user and device front, a new Android botnet dubbed KimWolf has corralled roughly 1.8 million Android TVs, set-top boxes, and tablets to launch large-scale DDoS attacks, with possible links to another known botnet. At the same time, WhatsApp's legitimate device linking feature is being abused in a campaign called Ghost Pairing to hijack accounts via pairing codes. And on the enterprise side, one ransomware crew is exploiting a critical React-to-Shell vulnerability to go from initial access to encryption in under a minute. A stark reminder of how compressed the window is once a path-in is found. Who should be paying closest attention today? Enterprises running Cisco email gateways, SonicWall SMA appliances, and OEM update tools like ASUS Live Update, because exploitation is active, and those systems sit close to core communications and remote access. Cloud operations teams on AWS should expect continued credential-based abuse targeting EC2 and container services. Consumer-facing brands and service providers may feel knock-on effects from WhatsApp hijacking and Android-based DDoS traffic. And any organization exposing popular web stacks should view the React-to-Shell activity as a broader indicator of rapid ransomware playbooks. Looking ahead, watch for Cisco mitigations and patches to land and evolve. Track KEV remediation timelines and vendor advisories for ASUS and SonicWall, and expect more telemetry on the AWS Cryptomining campaign. KimWolf's DDoS capacity suggests periodic traffic spikes, and we could see additional disclosures from the Cloud Vulnerability Contest as vendors validate and fix issues. What I'll be watching today: identity providers and AWS IAM usage patterns, email security gateways and remote access consoles, supply chain updaters on endpoints, cloud-hosted workloads that can be monetized quickly, and ransomware crews testing new web app exploits. The takeaway: it's a busy patching and monitoring cycle, but the pattern is familiar. 0 days at the edge, stolen identities in the cloud, and opportunistic abuse of mainstream platforms. Prioritize what sits on the trust boundary and keep visibility tight where credentials and content flow. That's it for today's edition of the Daily Cyber Brief. Thanks for listening. I'm Blair Blackwell. This podcast is for informational purposes only and is not cybersecurity, legal, or financial advice.